Welcome to our Google AdWords tutorial. In our third video, we'll take you on a guided tour of the AdWords system. In this video, I'll conduct a guided tour of the Google AdWords system. For a first-time user, it can be a little overwhelming, but this video will teach you about each area and how the various features are used. This should help you get up and running with the AdWords system a lot more quickly. First, notice that there are 4 tabs at the top of the page. Campaign Management, which is where your advertising campaigns are created, managed, and even deleted if that's what you need to do. Reports, which is where you can create all sorts of different reports. If I click this now, you'll see that there are no reports available at this time. But if I click Create a Report Now and scroll down, you can see that you have a great many options. They really can give you a great deal of data, and they can be pretty involved, so you do need to be quite familiar with the AdWords system before you can benefit from these reports. Next is Analytics, which is also a fairly advanced topic. If we click and go to the Analytics page, you'll see that you need to enter your website information for it to become active. Effectively, Google gives you a small piece of code to add to each page of your website that will then track exactly what's happening on your site and present that information for you here. For example, you can see exactly how many visitors you're getting, where they're coming from, how many are returning visitors who come back more than once. It's a good AdWords tool to give you very detailed tracking to show you exactly how profitable your advertising is. Basically, it presents you with a huge amount of information about exactly what's happening on your site and with your Google advertising to help you get the best possible return on your investment. Finally, there's My Account. When you click, it takes you to your billing summary. Right now, you can see the $5 activation fee. There are also subheadings for each of these main tabs. If we stay on the My Account tab, you'll see that the subheads include this billing summary screen, billing preferences, the access screen where you can set up access for anyone else you want to be able to access your account, if anyone, and account preferences. Now let's go back to Campaign Management and take a quick guided tour of its features. First, this is the overview of your advertising campaign. On this drop-down tab, you can choose how much information you want to see, just from today, or yesterday, or last week, or whatever. It's up to you exactly how much information you want displayed here in the summary. Related to that, this drop-down menu will allow you to choose which campaigns are shown, the active campaigns, or all but the deleted campaigns, or all campaigns. For example, we've selected all campaigns so that this campaign number 1 is displayed here. But if I click on active campaigns instead, you'll see that this campaign will disappear from view since we haven't activated it yet. Let's click on All again. I neglected to mention that you do have the option of picking exactly the dates you want to view. So if you click here, you can choose, let's say, January 1st through February 22nd of 2007, or whatever other set of dates you desire. For now, let's just click back on All. If you want to create a new campaign, you click here, Create a New Campaign. If you want a keyword-targeted or site-targeted campaign. We'll cover this in much more detail later, but in a nutshell, keyword-targeted, where you choose the keywords you want to have your ad appear with, is the most common way of advertising. Let me give you an example. First, let's go to the Google main page. Let's type in an example. Let's say antique tables and hit search. All the ads that appear here at the top and on the right side of the page are keyword targeted. These advertisers all have set up keyword targeted campaigns. They've chosen to have their ads appear whenever these keywords are searched for. Without going into too much detail right now, some of these advertisers may have elected to appear just when tables is the search term, and others may have selected just antique. And some may have chosen to advertise on the entire phrase antique tables. It's difficult to tell which of these words, or both, these advertisers have selected to be associated with. As you'll see later, there's a lot of flexibility there when it comes to which keyword brings out the advertisement. But the point is simply that these are all keyword targeted campaigns. Now let's return to Google AdWords. If I were to create a site-targeted campaign, that means you will only advertise on the sites you choose, and you're ignoring sites like Google and Gmail, and also huge partner sites such as ask.com and download.com. There are some less trafficked sites that display Google AdWords. For example, the site we used in the introduction, askthebuilder.com. To my knowledge, this is not a Google partner site, but they do have permission to display Google advertising, and they get a cut of the cost per click fee each time a visitor clicks on one of these ads. For example, let's say I'm selling roofing tiles. I can create a site-targeted campaign that would have my ad show up on this specific site or other specific sites that I think would be appropriate locations for my ad to appear. You might wish to consider that depending on the kind of advertising you do.